Thank you, Chairman Kelly and Senator Ernst. Thanks all of you for being here, for your service. Now I know something, General Pringle. Whenever I go to Grand Forks and Colonel Pringle brags about his smarter older sister, I just thought he was guilty of false humility. Now I know he's telling the truth. It's great to, it's great to meet you. But I'm sure, hopefully he's shared with you some of his experience in Grand Forks and let you know that we have a great relationship. So, Admiral, when you were talking about STEM and specifically targeting, for example, the HBCs, great example of a potential workforce that might have been neglected before, but presents tremendous opportunities both for them and for you. I would say likewise, in the middle of the country, there are a lot of smart people, K through 12 as well as in our universities. I think North Dakota is a good example of that. We have great relationships between our bases and our universities. We have great relationship between our industry partners, the tech parks, and our bases, like frankly in Grand Forks is a good example where the radar at Grand Forks is being used to allow industry to fly UASs without chase ships. That couldn't be possible without that relationship in the middle of the country. So we also have a very good state government that's cooperative and collaborative and really eager, and they've done amazing work making North Dakota the #1 rated UAS-ready state. So we have this middle America that needs to understand that their investments into future technology and that understanding doesn't materialize when all the tech efforts take place on the coasts. So what's the best way to get the military to utilize that great tech environment that we've built up in the middle of the country and specifically in North Dakota? And I'd let any of you answer that question if you have it. But I know that General Pringle has an inside track.
So I'll start if that's okay. So I would say that we have found that in this COVID environment, Zoom, Teams, we can now reach so many more people, and we can use that forum to actually reach into communities we have not traditionally reached into. Now, hopefully we're going to be able to travel again more, which will be actually nice as well. But I think even when we can travel, we should do hybrid events to try to bring in as many people as we can. Small Business Innovative Research, SBIR program. That is a tremendously valuable program. It is very powerful. It allows us to reach into small businesses in places like North Dakota, Iowa, wherever that we just have not done before. A lot of times we get kind of locally centric around our bases. We need to expand that. We need all hands on deck across this country to help us with this problem. It's a team of teams, and wherever they are, we need to go after them.
Excellent. Doctor?
We recognize the opportunities there as well. DARPA has been doing outreach events. We were doing them in person. So Nebraska was the first place. We went to Lincoln. We used with the help of the local chamber and the university, great couple of days. Sitting at DARPA, we think everybody knows how to work with DARPA, which is the other side of this. So we begin with working with DARPA as a contact sport, and we're here to help. We explain what we're doing. We explain the different mechanisms that we have available, some of which really are tailored for fast response to small businesses, universities, and so on, who haven't worked with us before, and we're there to help mentor. Most recently, North Carolina, working, again, as you said, as the Admiral said, working with a statewide body to help do that. And I think we have one coming up with Arizona, because we were spoken to by Business Arizona as well. So the same type of thinking. There's a ton of talent. We have to introduce us to them as much as get them to introduce themselves to us.
Sure. General?
If I may add, thank you, Senator. Aside from having a brother in one of these great states and leveraging the connections there are authorities that, again, this subcommittee has provided, and it's through Section 244 that enables us to build consortia and to open the doors with universities and industry. So we have modeled some new regional hubs based on what the Army has done with their regions, and we're establishing them in areas where we haven't traditionally been focused. The Midwest is one of them, as well as the Northeast. So I think that will increase some attention to those areas. We're establishing, for example, a Space University Research Initiative and providing money to universities that want to partner with us. This is a $6 million endeavor over 3 years, which really attracts a wide variety of universities and talent. And finally, we have a number of manufacturing institutes across the nation that help us partner with industry. And it's focused on a particular area, that is manufacturing. But as you mentioned, Senator, a lot of talent out there that we can leverage for our S&T purposes. Thank you.
Well, I would love to invite you to Grand Forks and to the University of North Dakota, and perhaps for Colonel Pringle's change of command later this year. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I yield.